Hey guys, I thought it would be fun today to go through my vanity and give it a little bit of a tidy, a reorganize and a refresh. I've been kind of slowly going through my whole bedroom, doing a bit of a declutter, swapping out my clothes for the seasons, and I think this is kind of the fun part of the whole process, and I thought it would be fun to film. I've got some creams, makeup, stationery and journaling items in here that I think would just be nice to do a little bit of a refresh. I've got myself a warm cup of tea. It's a little bit of a cold autumnal day here in Melbourne, so I think this is a perfect day to get stuck into a little bit of cleaning and reorganizing. So this is how my vanity currently looks. I've got two drawers here, one drawer here for makeup and then another two drawers in there. Over here I have some little drink coasters that I've been collecting from restaurants and things like that, and a whole bunch of random kind of postcards and things that I kind of want to organize. There's also a few photos in here as well, and I found this the other day. I thought it was really funny. It's a photo of me in Melbourne before we actually lived in Melbourne. Probably my parents took a photo of me and I'm actually crying and not wanting to be there, but I just think it's so funny. It's such a pretty photo. The city's in the background. That's Flinders Street Station. I am actually crying, and I kind of joke that this is sometimes my mood and how I feel even now, so it's just a very funny photo that I like to keep. These are a bunch of journals that I have, and I was kind of putting them all together to see how many I currently use, and they're not all being used, but I kind of want to organize these as well eventually, just to have a little bit of a journal ecosystem. I've been watching videos on YouTube and I really want to get back into journaling. I was journaling for quite a bit, especially during COVID, and then I think afterwards just kind of fell off a little bit, but I really like journaling and I think it would be nice to get back into it, and I want to create a little bit more of a organization where I can take my little tools and sit anywhere, have a coffee and then journal. And I think that would be really nice, just to kind of, yeah, have a little bit more space to do journaling, and instead of tucking it away, I can kind of really use it. So I'm going to move this for now, and this is something that I need to tackle a little bit later and have a look at. Over here, I kind of keep this a little bit more for decoration and just a few things that I can reach for. I've got a hand cream, I've got my ordinary toner, which I use every day with my makeup, and then also a little perfume. And I also have a little gua sha tool, which is really nice, and I use this sometimes, and a little kind of rock gem. I've had this for years. I've got another little mint green one, but I just think it's really pretty to have with me, and I use it kind of sometimes if I'm in kind of a task or a meeting or working and I kind of need to just like fidget with it. It's really nice and smooth and very nice to kind of have on hand as a little tool almost, so I keep that there. This needs to be framed and put up somewhere eventually, but for now I'll just leave it there. This vanity does come with a really beautiful mirror, but because I am facing this against the window, I don't know if it would look bad if I had a really big mirror kind of blocking quite a bit of the light. So at the moment I'm just using this little handheld mirror. It works really great, it has a few little light functions as well, and also it's doubled on the other side, so a bit of a magnifying glass on there. Over here I've got this little, what are these called? I think they're called doilies, I think. I did buy a few secondhand kind of recently that I liked, but this one my mum gifted me. It's actually made by my dad's grandma and it's really pretty. I really like to keep this here because of the wood underneath on the table. I just feel like it can get really scratched, and this is just really cute and vintage and adds a little bit of kind of texture, I guess, to the table, and it is quite traditional but just very cute, and I can move it, I guess, every now and again if I want a little bit of a minimal feel, but for the moment I really like keeping this here. Over here I have a little makeup bag. It's one that just came with a Guerlain kind of little pack a few years ago, and I really like this one. I keep my everyday makeup that I kind of use on the go if I'm kind of traveling, staying over somewhere, or just need a few essentials, but all of my makeup is underneath in the drawer, and usually I will pop this back into that drawer and then put this away for whenever I need it and then quickly refill it as well. So I will leave that for now and then put it into my makeup drawer when we organize that. To start, I think we'll go through my makeup drawer first. It is quite organized in terms of everything being where it needs to be, and I think I do kind of keep it generally pretty clean, but I think it would be nice just to go through and just see if there's anything in here that I don't really use or need anymore, and just kind of create some space for, yeah, just to be a little bit more minimal. I definitely don't use all these products every day. There is my absolute favorites that I use, but there's a few things in here that I think maybe, yeah, I just don't really need anymore. So I'm gonna go through this first. The first thing in here that I kind of notice is a setting spray. I don't really use this, so I think this one I might get rid of. I have random things like a little tester that I got from Mecca. I use this one up, so I can get rid of that one. I have a little eyebrow pencil that I really don't use, and I never really reach for this except to use a spoolie end to brush my eyebrows. I have this Maybelline Super Fluff Brow Mousse that I bought recently. I think it's one of their new products, but I don't really like it. It's really dark for me, so I might see if one of my friends wants this, or if not, I might just get rid of this one. It definitely won't get used in my makeup drawer. The next thing are these little tweezers, and these are my absolute favorite. They are in a little purpley periwinkle color. They have so many different colors, and it is just such a good quality tweezer. I have a little black Chanel mascara, which I do use, but not as often, just because I do use a brown mascara. I've got another little eyebrow pencil, but I don't really know if this is my color, but I might keep this one because I haven't really tried it out, so keep that one in there. I've kind of started organizing by what I want to keep and then what I want to get rid of or give away, so I might go through the makeup drawer and then kind of explain once I'm done. So I'll film that and then do a little bit of a sped up version. So this is everything out, and I've kind of got a little bit of a system going on. So everything here I am keeping and just want to reorganize, and then everything here either getting rid of or donating. And then I have a bunch of kind of lip products and lip balms that I'm going to keep in my handbag drawer, where I kind of pick and choose what I want to top up my handbags with. So these are really good on the go little lip products, so I've moved them to the side. I'm going to give this a little bit of a wipe down and then put everything back. Whole bunch of palettes, and I really love all of these. They're from a very specific time in my life, and I just can't get rid of these ones. I have gotten rid of a whole bunch of others that I used to have, but these ones I'm going to keep just for a little bit longer. I really like those, and this one is one of my favorites actually. It's from Guerlain. I love the colors in this one, and it's for kind of days when I want something a little bit more fun. And yeah, I really like this palette. So this is how it's ended up looking. I'm really happy with this. I've kind of decluttered a few things in there as well. I've got my main kind of face products here, my palettes, and a few little sponges back there. I've got my brushes and sharpener and a nice little smelling soap in there. Eyeshadows, little eyeshadow things in here, lips, and this is kind of a bit of an assortment of kind of mascaras and things like that. I'm really happy with this. I think it's made a little bit of a difference, and it feels a lot less cluttered, and I kind of know where everything goes. From my pouch, I might just add in the things that I use every day. This is my eyelash curler, which I use absolutely every day and I love. Got another face brush. I've got my concealer brush. I've got a little eyebrow gel from Nude by Nature that I recently got and I really like. Got this little blush stick from Westman Atelier, so I'll put that in here as well. I've got my brown mascara that I absolutely love. I use this quite often, almost on a daily basis. My concealer is in here as well. I use this pretty much every day for my full face. My little bronzing stick also will go in here. I use that every day. I've got my little face base that I like to use. It's by Bobbi Brown that I really like under makeup, so I might put that in here as well. Last thing in my bag is my current moisturizer for my makeup, so I might just leave that in there and I'll use that pretty much every day. So this is this little makeup compartment done and I'm pretty happy with this. To the right drawer, I keep all of my creams and kind of moisturizers, face things in here. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a clean and declutter as well. So I'm going to get started on this drawer. Okay, so this drawer is finished. I'm really happy with it. There's a lot less clutter in there and I pretty much use everything that's in here and I'm happy with how this looks. I've got a few little products that I kind of want to put in my bag drawer as well, just to have options to kind of take and go and use these up as well, because I will forget if they're in here, these little travel size. Over here I have a couple of items that I'm going to get rid of. These I finished and they're completely finished, so I'm going to get rid of those. This one I finished as well, but I kept because I wanted to get another one of these, but I've taken a photo and I'm going to get rid of this bottle. This one I'm not too sure about. It is a little bit of a tester, so I might see if I can use this and then get rid of the little packet. I've got this little one finished as well. It's a little sunscreen, and this one is a little soothing balm. I want to put this in my bathroom. It's not really for my makeup table. And then this one is the snail mucin, which a lot of people have kind of talked about, and I just feel like it doesn't really do anything for me, and I'm not really keen on keeping this, so I'm gonna see if my sister wants it. If not, I might get rid of this one as well. On the top left hand side we have another drawer full of really random things, but I do kind of use this quite often, so I'm gonna refresh this one, make it a little bit more organized. I have my nail stuff in here, which I use often, random hand sanitizers which should go in my bag drawer, and yeah, this just needs a bit of a tidy up. It's got really random things in here, and yeah, I'm gonna get started on this one. So this drawer is now complete. I've got a bit of my oil products in here. I've got my nail bag, which fits all my little essentials for doing my nails at home, and then I've got a few prescription or kind of things like that at the back, so that's kind of there. I don't always reach for those, so that's kind of sitting at the back, but this drawer is really nice and fresh now. A few things that I removed is these little face masks that can go to the bathroom, my little testers that I've got a designated spot for those, and my little nail files and hair clips can also go to a new spot. So very happy with this. It's really nice and empty now. I've got one more drawer before I get into my stationery items, and this drawer has a whole bunch of kind of random things in here. There's a few bags and things like that, which I have a new home for them, so I'm going to remove these and put them somewhere else, and then just declutter this whole drawer and make it nice and clean. I have so many face masks. This is actually kind of ridiculous, so I'm going to use these and put put them in my bathroom, hopefully just use them up before buying any new ones. So now we have a nice empty drawer. I don't really want to put the things back in here that I had in there before, so I might keep it actually empty for now and then see if there's anything that I need space for. Okay, don't mind my little strawberry slippers, but in this last drawer we have a whole bunch of stationery and random knickknacks. For example, when I showed you all these coasters and things that I kind of collect, like for example, how cute is this one? I kind of store them somewhere. They don't really have a home. I have one little container for them, but that's filling up really fast, so I sometimes keep them out somewhere or put them in this drawer. So in here is a whole bunch of random stuff that I'm just going to start sorting through. After sorting this, I kind of want to organize into these little pouches, only because I want to be able to kind of whip these out, go to my dining room table or sit here wherever I am, kind of be able to journal and have things a little bit more organized in kind of stickers and little knickknacks and pens and things like that. So I bought these little pouches that I think might be good. I'm going to try them out and see how I like them and organize all the little items in here. And I like that it's kind of see-through, so you can still see what's in there. So I'm gonna get started on this. Got a lot of random little cards from little art galleries and things like that. Some tickets, a little kind of, I keep these little paper things that I get. For example, this one's from a little cake shop that we have. I think the pictures are really cute, and I think this will be really cute in journaling, just cutting out and layering pieces. So I've kept those, which I'm happy, and I can use these to kind of journal and do all sorts of things, some little creative things. I kept this from a little package that I bought, so very cute little wrapping paper, and then of course little stickers and random things like that as well. So this is everything that was in that drawer. I've got a little folder with all the random little journaling knickknacks and papers and things that I can use to kind of cut out. So this is the stickers and things like that in this little folder. I've got a whole bunch of washi tape type of stickers in here, and then a standalone as well. I've got a bunch of little clips here. I've got this pencil case with a bunch of pens. It's got a ruler, a glue stick, highlighters, a whole bunch of random things, and then also a bunch of pens kind of standalone as well, which haven't been organized, and I don't really have anything for them at the moment. I also have a little collection of pen holders for your diary as well, which I think will come in handy just to keep around as well. A few little really small notebooks, so these can come in handy sometimes when writing little notes and things like that. So I think for the time being, I'm going to have maybe the same drawer with these kind of travel type of pouches, and then also organize maybe to get another one of these for a little bit of like a pencil case and store that in that drawer for now. And then maybe the other drawer I might have the pencils for now and pens and things like that, just as a little maybe stationary spot until I kind of work out how I want to store all the pens and the little clips and things like that. So this is the second kind of stationery drawer. This has just got all the pens and little knickknacks and random little accessories that kind of need to be a little bit organized. I need to get maybe a little container for the pens, or maybe a pencil case, just something that I can kind of organize it really nicely and then be able to kind of put it in here for a travel pencil case as well. So I'm happy with how this looks. It's a lot neater. I can definitely see what I have and then be able to kind of journal as well. I also have these little scissors that I normally keep in here as well. And then I also want to get a little glue tape as well, just for journaling and sticking things into my journal. So this drawer is nice and clean and I'm very happy with this. so happy with how it turned out. I feel like it's a lot more fresher, organised and decluttered, and I know where everything is now. I really want to get back into journaling, so I feel like this is a nice fresh start just to be able to kind of really get creative and yeah, just have all my essentials there so that I'm able to journal again. Let me know in the comments below if you have any nice journal prompts or anything that kind of helps you to journal as well, whether it's kind of creatively with mood boards or writing as well. And I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!